Welcome to today's video. This sequence is designed to engage the core and activate and open the hips so that you can have more stability and freedom in your movement and hopefully in your life. Thanks for joining, and may you receive the benefits of your practice. We're going to begin lying on our back in the supine position. So go ahead and remove any blanket and set it to the side. And then just gently with your core engaged, roll over onto your back, knees up to the ceiling, feet flat on the mat, and just take a second and settle in to try to get your spine as long as possible. Then go ahead and extend out through the crown of your head, push the back of your skull into the mat, and then take your hands, just the tops of your fingertips, and just press them into your sides, about 2 inches on either side of your belly button. So we're just going to do a little diaphragm activation, and we're going to breathe into the belly and expand the belly into the hands, and then we're going to exhale and contract the belly into the spine. So we'll do 5 rounds of that. Big inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So inhale into your fingertips, and then exhale, contract your navel to your spine. And we'll do 3 more like that. Make sure the back of your ribs are on the ground. So inhale, press into your hands with your belly. And then exhale, go ahead and contract your abdominals. Two more, big inhale, expand, and then exhale, contract your navel to your spine. One more time, big inhale, and big exhale. And then now keep your belly into your spine, and then just draw your knees up to your chest. So hug your knees into your chest. You can gently rock side to side on your sacrum or your lower back. And then hold your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg out straight. Heel forward, and it could be hovering over the ground. So if you want, you can keep that belly breath going, but try to extend the left heel away from the crown of your head. And then go ahead and bring your left knee in, and we'll switch sides. Right leg extends out. Heel hovers. And then go back to the first side. So right knee squeezes in. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat, and the left heel pushes away, and try to keep your left hip on the ground and your sit bones on the ground. Go ahead and switch sides, left knee in, right leg out. And then go ahead and come back to center and reset. Go ahead and plant your feet down, and then you're going to bring your knees together and then lift up your ankles. So ankles together, knees together. Your elbows can be in cactus or 90 degrees, or they can be at your side, whatever's comfortable for you, but we're doing a little core activation. So knees are over the hips or slightly in front of the hips now. So you should feel everything's kind of starting to turn on. Get wherever's comfortable for you and where you can hold your alignment. So nice, steady breath. And then inhale. And then next exhale, take a slight twist over to the left. It doesn't have to be too much. It's just to get your obliques or your outer abdominal wall start to turn on. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, take it to the right, the knees and the ankles. And then inhale back to center. And so now we're going to take it back to the first side, so over to the left, and then go ahead and extend your legs out from each other. So heels away, from your ribs. And then gently come back to center, reset. So your ankles are together, knees over your hips. So core's engaged, ribs on the ground, nice steady breath. And then inhale, exhale, take it to the right. And then extend both legs straight. So your legs are hugging in, but your heels are pushing away. Deep breaths. And then gently come back to center. And then plant both feet down, hands near your side. And then just go ahead and root down, knees in line with your hips. And then just press down and gently lift your hips up for a bridge pose. So see if you can extend your knees forward as your sternum's going back. Just a gentle bridge, starting to wake up the back body, the hamstrings and the glutes. Gently come down, and then go ahead and lift up your hips again. And then see if you can bring that left knee in to your chest. So push down through your hands and through the right foot. Left knee comes in. And if you want, extend the left leg straight up to the ceiling. Gently plant the left foot, plant both feet, and then release your hips down. Reset. And then go ahead and make your way to your bridge, steady left foot, and then bring that right knee in to your chest while your hips are still level with your knee, and then extend that right knee up. And the right heel up to the ceiling as much as you can. So activating the left glute and the left hamstring. Gently release the right foot down, lift both hips just a little bit. And then gently go ahead and let your hips come down. And then if you want, you can bring your knees together back up at your chest and then rock around on your lower back just a little bit. Keep your belly in and then just gradually make your way to one side and roll up to make your way into a table position. I like to use a cushion on my knees, but you don't have to. So ankles are in line with the knees and hips, and the shoulders should be just about over the wrist creases, and the hands are wide. So in your table, just go ahead and have your core connection, and then press down through your right hand and your left knee so that your left hand and right knee raises just a little bit. It's just a little cross-body activation. So just gently hovering, and then replant into your table. Push into your left hand and your right knee, and then gently float your right hand and your left knee. So just gentle cross-body activation. And then come back to table. So set your table, sit bones are going back, belly's in, sternum's a little forward, and you're nice and stable. And then just go ahead and lift that right knee out to the right side for fire hydrant. And then bring back to center, lift, center. We'll do 3 more. Lift, center, lift, center. And then lift and hold it. And then just do a 3 to 5 pulses. And then come back to center and then extend that right leg back, left arm forward into a bird dog position. So right hand's pushing down, left knee's pushing down, and your core is stable. Hips are square. Then leave your right leg up, plant your left hand, and then make your way into plank. So one-legged plank. And then when you're ready, if you want, you can go ahead and make your way into downward facing dog with your right leg lifted. So try to extend your right heel down and out through your hands. Big inhale, and then exhale. Come forward to plank, one-legged plank. Plant the right foot into your regular plank, And then just lift your hips for downward facing dog and extend out. And when you're ready, come back to table and we'll go into the second side. So set up your table and then bring the left knee out to the left side, fire hydrant, and back to center. Second time, we'll do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1, and leave it lifted, and then do your 3 to 5 pulses just to get the glute awake, and then come back to center. Extend the left leg back, right arm forward into your bird dog. So extend as far as you can, and then plant the right hand, left leg stays lifted. Make your way to plank, one-legged plank, set it up, and then lift your hips for downward facing dog. Left leg extends up. Come forward to plank, one-legged, and then plant that left foot, and then just go ahead and lift your hips for downward facing dog. Extend out, and your down dog. And then gently bring your knees down. Let's go ahead and bring the right foot forward into a modified low lunge position. And so as much as you can, you want to have the toes going forward, knees stacked over the ankle, and the patellas going, the kneecaps going in line with the foot, or the second and third toe. So just, you can have your fingertips here, but just bring a little gentle movement into your hips in this modified low lunge, and try to see if you can extend your sit bones back and your sternum forward. So tuck your back toes and come into low lunge. Fingertips can be on blocks or on the mat, and then just come into a low lunge position with the back leg straight. So left glute contracts a little bit, and you're still extending through the crown of your head. And then leave your right knee where it is and turn the back foot down for warrior 2 legs. So heels can be in alignment, or the right heel can be in line with the arch of the left foot. But try to get your fingertips away from your sit bones, just making some space in your hips. So from here, we're going to shift back. Toes come up on the right foot, and left forearm goes to the left thigh. So just kind of opening up through the right inner thigh and hamstring. And right knee is pointed up to the ceiling, as are the right toes. So nothing too aggressive, but sit bones back and sternum forward. So from here, plant your right foot forward, back into your low lunge and extend, and then bring the left knee down back into your modified lunge. And if you want, you can bring your palms, if your hips are open up, you can bring your palms on the inside edge of that right foot. Plant your left hand, and then just go and bring your right hand to the hip for the twist. If you want, you can reach your right arm up. But just take a couple deep breaths. Next exhale, frame that right foot. And then with a big, wide circle, bring that right knee back to meet your left. And then we'll switch sides. Left leg forward, modified low lunge. And then just a little gentle movement in the hips. Kind of increasing a little bit of freedom in case you're stuck in your hips at all, but from an activated, engaged place. So tuck the back toes, right leg straight, low lunge, fingertips down still, extending the spine as long as possible. And then take the right foot down, parallel to the back edge of your mat for warrior 2 legs. So we're just opening up the hips, left knees staying right over the left ankle in same alignment, but we're just taking the hands over to the right front corner of the mat. And take a couple deep breaths if you want. And then when you're ready, shift back into your right leg. So right forearm on the right thigh, left toes up, left knee up, and then sit bones back. Just a couple deep breaths. Plant that left foot forward, turn onto the ball of your right foot, low lunge and re-extend. And then right knee down, hands on the inside edge of your left foot. Just kind of extend your spine, find some length. And then if you want, right hand down, left hand on your hip. Or you can reach the left arm up for the twist. Deep breaths. Next, exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank. You can remove your padding if you have it for now, but hold your plank. So legs are engaged, belly's in, sternum's forward, and then lift your right foot up a couple inches and then take it out to the side just a little bit, and then come back to center. So one-legged plank. And then plant the right foot, left leg up. Take the left foot out, the left heel out to the left side. And then back to plank. So lower halfway. And then go ahead and push up. And lower all the way down to your belly. So zip up your legs and then just lift your legs and your hands for locust position. Extend and then place your hands near your ribs, ankles together, knees together, and then just pull a little length. So try to get your ribs away from your pelvis while your belly stays in and shoulders open. Big inhale and exhale. When you're ready, make your way to plank. And then lift your hips for downward facing dog. Reach out in your down dog. When you're ready, inhale your right leg up. And then you can open up your hips to the right and bend that right knee if you want. But just try to keep your arms straight but not locked and your shoulders square. Bring your right foot down and then refine your down dog. Inhale, left leg up. And then open it up to the left leg bent. So just kind of open up the hips while the arms stay nice and stable. And then back to your down dog. Next, inhale, right leg up, and then right foot in between your hands. Go ahead and press up. You can have your hands on your hips, or you can reach your arms up for your Crescent Lunge. So hips are square, right knee stays right going straight, and then when you're ready, open it up into Warrior Two. Back foot down, spread across your arms. Find your gaze, get as low as you want, and then straighten your right leg. Just reach forward. Left hand can be on your hip, but reach as far as you can and just pause. If you want, you can bring your right hand down to your shin or to the mat and extend the left arm up for a triangle. Bend into the right knee. Make your way to Warrior Two. Go ahead and feel nice and stable with intention and purpose. And then shift back into the left leg. You can take it a little lower now if you want, but right toes still up and right knees up, sit bones back. So just that inner thigh stretch on the right leg. Take a couple breaths. And then plant the right foot forward, ball of the back foot. Go ahead and make your way into Crescent Lunge. Reach up, so sit nice and low, and then extend your sternum up to the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale, plant your hands. step back to plank. So hold your plank and then bring your right knee to your right elbow and extend it back. Left knee to left elbow and extend it back. Go ahead and make your way to down dog or move through flow vinyasa. So lower chaturanga, little cobra, and then make your way to downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. Next, inhale, left leg up, and then left foot in between your hands for your crescent lunge. And reach. So try to let your hips open up as you're grounding down. So the right kind of balance between stability and then release or freedom. Open it up into warrior two. Left leg forward. Go ahead and reach across your arms. And then straighten your left leg. Right hand on your hip. Reach your left arm forward and pause. Feet are engaged. And then gently bring the left hand down to the shin or to the mat. If you want, you can reach the right arm up. For triangle on the left. Couple deep breaths. And then bend into your front knee. Make your way into warrior two again. See if you can sit a little lower. And then transfer your weight into the right leg. You can stay up as high or come down a little more. Put left toes up. Try to get your sit bones back as the belly stays in. Deep breaths. And then go ahead and come into your crescent lunge. Left foot forward, ball the right foot. Reach up. Extend. And then plant your hands. Step back to plank. And then in your plank, bring your feet together and ankles together. If you want, go ahead and roll over onto the outside edge of the right foot. Right hand down, left hand on your hip for side plank. Left arm can be up. And then from here, just go ahead and lift that left leg up. And hold it. And then the left foot comes down. And then go ahead and raise it up again. And then bring your left hand down to the mat, one-legged plank. And then lift your hips for downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Plant your left foot. And then bring your ankles together. We'll just go straight into the second side. So roll over onto the outside edge of the left foot. Hips are stacked. Left hand's down, right arm up. And then when you're ready, go ahead and reach that right leg up. And then tap it down. And then bring it up. Bring the right hand down. Come into your one-legged plank. Go ahead and add a push-up. And then make your way into downward facing dog with one leg in the air. Right leg up. And then come forward to your plank. Plant your right foot. Go ahead and lower slowly. Chaturanga. Come into your cobra. And then make your way to downward facing dog. Big inhale and big exhale. Inhale. And then bottom of your next exhale, feet to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, extend halfway. Exhale, fold, and then root down. Come all the way up to standing, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your chest. So now we're gonna balance on the right foot, real steady, kneecaps going forward, and then just bring the left knee up as high as you can. With the right glute engaged and right sit bone back. So avoiding the tuck under, but hold a nice engaged posture, quads, The right quad should be slightly engaged, but the knee not locked. And then hold that there. Go ahead and open up your hip. So left knee goes out to the left side. And just see if you can open it up. And then go ahead and grab your ankle on the left and make your way into your tree pose. So left foot presses into the inner right thigh. Hands can be at your chest. So just let yourself stabilize. And then if you want, extend your arms up. Just express from a really rooted place. Gently bring your hands to your hips and release your foot. And then extend that left leg back into a warrior three or airplane position. So your hands can be on your hips or on your right thigh or out to the side. But you want to extend out through that left heel as much as you can. So really reach your left leg back in line with your spine as much as you can and the crown of your head forward. Gently come back up, standing knee balance, and bring that left knee up into your chest. Deep breaths. And then release the foot. Plant both feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Extend. Exhale, fold. And then pause here for a second. Just go ahead and take the right foot behind the left foot. So slightly a little deeper, forward fold, maybe into the outer right hip and thigh with a stretch. So you can put your hands on a block if you have one handy, or just have your fingertips on the ground. Gently come back to center. Second side, so left foot behind the right foot. So belly's in, deep breaths, and see if you can relax out your neck. Gently come back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend, exhale, fold, and then root down, come all the way up, reach up with your arms, and then exhale, bring your hands to your chest. So second side, balance on the left foot, bring the right knee up as high as you can, and then bring the right knee out to the right side. So just pausing for a second and letting your hips open up. Reach down for the ankle and make your way into your tree. So left leg's rooted, right foot's press it in to the left leg, and the left leg's pressing into the right foot. See if you can broaden across your collarbones. Belly stays in, and if you want, reach your arms up on an inhale. Great. Gently bring your hands to your hips, release the foot, and then make your way into warrior three. So extend the right leg back, left leg straight as possible, and then extend out through the crown of your head. Gently come back up to standing knee balance. So grab that right knee, and then plant the right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. And then plant your hands, step back to plank. Optional vinyasa or downward facing dog. Shoulders up on the lower, cobra, and then downward facing dog. Go ahead and come forward to table, knees down, and then just gently lower down all the way onto your belly. So from here, just come up onto both forearms for Sphinx Pose. So elbows slightly behind or slightly in front of the shoulders, or the shoulders can be directly over the elbows, but you want your hands shoulder width apart, pressing into the mat. Legs like you have a tail, and then just pull your ribs away from your pelvis. And then if you'd like, you can bend that right leg, and then reach back with your right hand for the quad stretch. So you can kick into the right hand, but try to bring your knees together. If it's easier to come down to your belly for the quad stretch, please do that. But just try to stay here for a couple breaths and see if you can release any tension in the front thigh there on the right. Deep breaths. Gently release that right foot and then come into the second side. So bend the left leg, reach back with the left hand. Take whatever modification you need to, but knees together and really press into that right forearm and right palm and try to kick into your left hand. Deep breaths. Gently release. Plant your hands near your sides. Make your way to plank. And then go ahead and lift your hips for downward facing dog and extend out in your down dog. And take a couple deep breaths. Next inhale, come forward to plank. So hold your plank, super stable. And then go ahead and bring that right knee into your right elbow. And then shoot your right foot across underneath your body to the left side of your mat. So you're on the outer edge of your right foot and it's pressing into the mat while you're in your plank. So it's kind of a modified fallen triangle position. But we're trying to stretch the outside of the right thigh. So deep breaths and releasing the tension in the outer right leg. Bring your belly in and then bring that knee in and then come back into your downward facing dog, right leg up. And then next inhale, go ahead and make your way into pigeon, right leg forward. So your right shin does not need to be parallel. Pay attention to your knees, please. But you want to have your right foot active, pressing into the mat. Left leg straight behind you, and your left knee can be down. But try to pull your ribs away from your pelvis and eventually come onto your forearms if you want. And then if you want, you can relax your head down onto your hands and take a couple deep breaths, but try to release tension in the outside of the right hip and glute. When you're ready, gently start to come out of that. Plant your hands and then make your way back into that one-legged plank, right leg up. And then go ahead and bring your right foot down to meet your left and just meet up in down dog. If you want, you can take a couple big, deep breaths. Next inhale, come to plank. Left elbow to left knee to left elbow, squeeze it. And then shoot that left foot over, outside edge of the left foot presses down. So we're just doing the second side here. Nice solid plank. So a few deep breaths. So we're really releasing tension in that left outer thigh. Hold your arms and then gently lift that left leg up. Come back into the one-legged down dog. And then go ahead and come into your pigeon on the left. So left foot's active, and then the right knee's going straight behind the right hip. Both sit bones go back, and then you can even use your fingertips to kind of pull yourself, your sternum away from your sit bones. And then with that length, then go ahead and kind of melt into it to see if you can release any more tension in the left outer leg and glute. Take a few deep breaths if you want. And then when you're ready, gently start to come out of that. Plant your hands and make your way into that one-legged down dog, left leg up. And then go ahead and plant that left foot and extend out in your down dog. Next, inhale, come forward to plank, and then just lower slowly all the way. Move through one last vinyasa, sternum up for your cobra, and then make your way into downward facing dog one last time. Big inhale, and a big exhale. Do 2 more of those. Big inhale, and big exhale. Really try to extend out. Last one, big inhale and exhale. Release the tension. And then go ahead and bring your knees down, come to sit. And then we'll just go ahead and make our way into a supine position again. So just roll onto your back. And just extend out for a second. So elbows away from each other, crown of the head, tall and long, away from your sit bones. You can move your hips around a little bit, just kind of feel the ground underneath your spine so you get that feedback. Tuck your chin slightly. And then when you're ready, have your belly button in and then just make your way into happy baby. So you can grab underneath your thighs or the outside edges of your feet, but your feet should be pointed, the soles of your feet should be facing the ceiling, and you're trying to pull your knees gently, very gently, into your armpits. So just opening up the hips, and then try to have your whole spine on the ground as much as possible. So let's take a big inhale, and then exhale. Try to draw your navel in on the exhale. So do a few more of those, just deep breaths in this happy baby position. Releasing the tension in the hips. And then gently come out of that. So plant both feet and then just let your knees knock together for a second. Let your arms come open. You can take a couple deep breaths. Whatever sensations you're experiencing, just let them wash over you. And now bring your right foot up. So we'll do a single leg happy baby. You can grab underneath your right thigh or the outside edge of your right foot. But right knee's coming toward the right armpit. And then while you keep your left hip on the ground, go ahead and extend that left leg forward. Left toes up. So deep breaths. Releasing any unnecessary tension in the body, in the jaw. Plant the left foot, and then just take that right foot and cross it over like you're sitting in a chair. So cross legs. You can hug your foot into your shin, but you don't need to cross it. Arms can be in cactus. So if this feels okay on your back, just go ahead and let your knees go over to the left. So a twist with these crossed legs. Just let your body take the position it wants to take. Don't force it. But we're trying to get the hip away from the ribs. So extend the right arm out to the side and then just gently lift your head and look over to the right if you want. And then you're just extending your knees over to the left. And you're extending out through your right arm. Let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. So big inhale. And then exhale, navel to spine. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Gently unwind and come back to center. Plant both feet and then straighten out. Make any adjustments you need to make. And then left foot up. So behind the left thigh or outside edge of the left foot into single leg happy baby. Right leg extends out. Right hip's on the ground. So a couple minutes here. Just nice deep breaths. One side might be different than the other. It's okay. Just pay attention to this side you're on right now. Big inhale. And then exhale. Just keep that breath going. And then gently take that right foot and plant it, and then cross the left leg over. So just square your hips and then make your way into the twist. Extend the left arm out and those knees over to the right. Then lift up your head a little bit and turn and look over to your left. And then go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Big inhale into the belly. And then exhale, navel to spine. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale. So gently come out of that. Go ahead and plant both feet. Knees up. And then just clasp underneath your right thigh and extend your right heel to the ceiling. And then the left leg forward. So this is a slight hamstring stretch, but it should be like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Mainly we're just trying to pull that femur back toward the hips or the pelvis. So pulling the leg into the pelvis. You can gently move your heel side to side with the foot flexed. You can even take some ankle rolls or point and flex your foot, whatever feels good to you. But then just stabilize with that right heel going straight up, left toes up as well. And then gently plant both feet, clasp underneath the left leg, so second side, left heel up, right foot out, toes flexed. You can kind of get a little gentle movement through the ankle. And then do try to find some stillness, some pause, and just let your body settle in this position for a second, a couple seconds. And then gently release that foot down, plant both feet. And then just the heels of your hands provide a little gentle traction on your thighs, so kind of push your thighs away from the crown of your head. Let's do 3 deep breaths here. So big inhale and exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and then exhale. Release your hands down. You're welcome to take any other pose you want to take, or make your way into Shavasana or a seated meditation. You can turn off the video and then just take care of yourself. I'm going to press up into a comfortable seat if you would like to join me. Otherwise, just do your thing. And then just find a comfortable seat. Go ahead and root your sit bones down. Bring your palms together to touch at your sternum. And then just gently close your eyes if you want. And we'll take 1 deep breath in and exhale. And if you'd just like to pause and acknowledge yourself and your practice, please do so. And the awesomeness of your human body and the healing properties of your human body, we give thanks for those. May you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Namaste. Well done.